So the students, we will discuss about work done by area under curve, fx curve. Okay. So what is actually mean by this work done by area under fx curve? How we can find out the work done by area under fx curve? Okay. So in the last class, I have discussed about two things. That is, one is work done by constant force and work done by variable force also. So we have discussed two things. Number one is work done by constant force, and also work done by variable force, and work done by variable force. Okay, but we have seen that either work done by constant force or work done by variable force, the work done can be calculated by area under fx curve or fx graph. Okay, whatever be the work done, maybe the work done is due to constant force or the work done due to variable force. But for each and every case, work done can be calculated by the area under fx curve. So if we able to draw the curve between f and x, expression of force, obviously here the force will be dependent on x. So if we able to draw the graph between f versus x, and if we calculate the area under the fx graph, then it will automatically give you the work done. So let me talk about this thing again to make you clear that why I am saying that the work done by constant force or work done by variable force is nothing but actually the area under fx curve. Okay, so let me draw a fx curve. So let me suppose that this is our x-axis, and along this the force is given. Okay, so suppose f is constant. First, for the first case, that is work done by constant force. So let me suppose that f is equal to constant. So if we take that f is equal to constant, okay, then the curve will be obviously parallel to x-axis. So this will be the curve. Now let me suppose that the object is moving from the point x1. Suppose from this point x1 to x2. Under this applied force F, which is constant. Okay. So what will be the work done? So according to the definition of work done, we know work done is nothing but force into displacement, and here force is acting along the displacement. Okay. Suppose here is an object. Initial position of this object is nothing but x1 with respect to this origin. Suppose the initial position of this object is x1 due to the external force F, and obviously this force is constant. And the final position of this block, suppose, is this, and this is the position of x2. This is the x2 position, okay, with respect to this origin. So this displacement occurred along the applied force F in nothing but x2 minus x1. So what will be the work done? Work done is force into displacement, and here displacement is x2 minus x1, and force is F. So work done will be F into x2 minus x1, obviously. It will be F into x2 minus x1. This will be the work done. This will be the work done. Is equal to F into x2 minus x1. Now, if you find out the area under this fx curve, if you find out this area, then what will be the area? This is nothing but a rectangle, and whose length is nothing but f. This is f, and this is x2 minus x1. This is x2 minus x1. According to the figure, you can find out that this is x2 minus x1. So what will be the area of this rectangle? F into x2 minus x1. So if you talk about the area of this rectangle, area of the rectangle, and that is nothing but the area under fx curve. You can see this is nothing but area under fx curve. And obviously your area is nothing but f into x2 minus x1. F into x2 minus x1. Okay, so this is your W. So W is nothing but F into x2 minus x1. And this is area actually. You can say this is area. area. So let me denote it. Let me denote it by A. So here area is f into x2 minus x1, and we can find out for the same situation work done is this. So you can say that A is equal to W. That A is equal to W. So obviously you can say that the area under Fx curve is nothing but the work done by the constant force. But instead of constant force, if there is a variable force, suppose instead of constant force, if you talk about a variable force, okay, then what will be the situation? Let me give you the, in that case, what will be the situation? So for variable force, what we can find out, same situation you can see also. Okay, so let me draw the graph now for the variable force. So if not equal to constant, let me suppose that f is function of x. F is function of x. I'm not interested to specify the function, but let me suppose that f is a function of x. In that case, we also have this kinds of fx curve. And in that case, you not get a straight line, but you will get a curved line. Suppose so this is f of x. This is the force. This is the graph between force and displacement. And you just want to find out again the work done for the position for the displacement x2 minus x1. So here is the initial position x1, and here is the final position x2. So in that case, for variable force, we have seen for variable force work done will be nothing but integration x1 to x2 f dx. We have seen variable force, you have to integrate with respect to x. And if you find here the area under this curve, what will be this area? To find out this area, again we have to invite calculus. We have to invite calculus to find the area, because this is not a straight line, this is not a rectangle. So you have to choose a small strip like this to find out the area. Okay, so this is, let me suppose that this is a rectangle strip. The small strip is, it look like it's rectangle, small rectangle, so which is depth dx and has height f. So what will be the area of the small rectangle? The area of the small rectangle is f dx. So what will be the total area? Total area will be the integration of dx from x1 to x2. This is the area under this curve. And you can see again the area under this curve and the work done by the variable force. Same expression. So you can conclude that work done by constant force or work done by variable force, whatever be the case, always we can find out the work done by finding out the area under the curve. Maybe the process of finding of the area will be different. Here, this is very easy because this is a rectangle. You have a formula, okay, that it is length into breadth. But here, for this case, when you have a curved line, you cannot find the area so easily. You have to find out the area by using the integration. Okay, but whatever be the case, if you find out the area directly, then it is better for you. But if you cannot find the area directly, you have to find out by using the integration. But most of the cases in problems, we have seen that there will be a straight line, so that we can easily find out the area under the curve. Find out the work done by the constant force. Sometimes for variable force also we can find, because if the force is proportional to x, like f equal to kx, this kinds of situation, then you will get f versus x, you will get straight line like this. So in that case, we can find out the area by using the area of triangle formula, area of triangle. For this kind of situation, this is also variable force, but we don't need to integrate because this is a straight equation of straight line, y is equal to mx, straight line passing through the origin. Okay, so let me find out these kinds of things. Let me take some examples to find out the work done area under fx curve. Okay, so let me see one example. Okay, so this is the example that we have here, and here the example is a force F acting on a particle varies. So let me down this thing. here. Okay. So a force if acting on a particle varies with the position x as shown in figure. So here in this figure it is given the F versus x curve. Okay, as shown in figure. Find the work done by this force in displacing the particle from x is equal to -2 meter to x is equal to 0, and x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2 meter. Okay, x is equal to -2 to x is equal to 0. So this is x is equal to -2 and this is x is equal to 0, and x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. This is x is equal to 0 and this is x is equal to 2. We have to find out the work done by this force. So how we can find out the work done? So let me find out for the case A. Okay, let me find out for the case A. Okay, so for the case A, x is equal to -2 to x is equal to 0. So here this is x is equal to -2, x is equal to 0. So area under this curve, this is the curve, this is the curve. So area under this curve is this. This is the area under this curve. Okay, so what will be the work done? Work done is the area under this another triangle. Let me take it as OAB. So for the case A, you can see work done is equal to nothing but area under the curve. Area under the curve, and that is nothing but area of triangle OAB. So what will be the area of this triangle? The area of this triangle, you can see this is the height, and the height is 10. This is the height, and this is actually the base. Base is 2. So the modulus of this is half into modulus of this area is half into 2 into 10. Half into 2 into 10. But you can see here in this case that the force is acting along this direction. The force is acting along this direction. Force is negative here. So this area will be negative. Because here displacement and force are in different direction. You can see here the displacement is along positive x-axis. You can see -2 to 0. The displacement is always along this direction, -2 to 0 and then 0 to 2. For the whole journey of the particle, you can see that the direction of displacement is in the same direction. But you can see the force is here in this direction, but force here is opposite direction. For this part of this, particle, the journey of this part of this particle, here the force is different direction with respect to this. So for this area, for this journey, this AO path, when the particle is displacing from the point A to the point O, in that case you will have negative work. Because force and displacement are in different direction. But for this part of this journey, you have force is you have displacement is along the x direction and force is along positive direction. Force is along +10 and here is -10. Okay, so in that respect you can understand that this work done will be negative, or you can conclude this thing in such a way that when the area is under the x-axis, below the x-axis, you can find that this will be negative work done, and when the work done will be the upper part of the x-axis, okay, above the x-axis, then you will get always positive work done. So if this is just suppose OPQ, so for the next part, for the part B, you will have the area will be work done will be area under x graph. That means area under curve, and that means nothing but the area of the triangle OPQ, and that will also be the magnitude will be same. That is half into 2 into 10, because this is 2, again base is 2 and height is 10. So area of the triangle is already half into base into height, so it will be half into 2 into 10. That will be 10. And that will also be 10, but this will be -10. So work done for this part, for the journey of the particle from the point A to A to O is negative, but from the point O to P is positive. Okay, and you can conclude this, and this positive and negative sign is due to that the force and displacement are in opposite direction here for this part, and for this part force and displacement are in same direction. Okay, but you can conclude this thing for the problems involving graph, that whenever you will get the area below the x-axis, you can conclude that for this part of the journey of this, for this this journey of the particle, the work done will be negative. When you get the area above the x-axis, then you can conclude that the area will be positive and that will be the positive work done. Okay, so this is how we can solve the problems involving the area under Fx curve. Okay, and this is, you can see, this is the straight line passing through the origin, and this is obviously a proportional to x, that is F is equal to kx. The nature of the force is nothing but F is equal to kx. You can find from this equation, though it is not asked here, but this will be the case. Okay, this is how we can solve the problems. We can solve the problems involving area under Fx curve. Okay, so thank you.